So many women really don't know where their pelvic floor is. It's not an external muscle like an arm muscle, you can't see it moving, or like a shoulder muscle. The action of the pelvic floor muscles are internal. So let's see if we can find it. Sit tall on a chair with your 2 feet on the ground. Now, the action of the pelvic floor muscles are twofold. There are 2 layers of the muscle. One layer has circular fibres that surround each of the pelvic openings, your back passage and your front passages, the anus and vagina and urethra at the front. The sense that you'll get from working those muscles is a sense of closing around the openings or squeezing tight the outlets of the pelvis. So do it now. Squeeze and sense that you're closing pelvic openings. The second is the floor component of the pelvic floor is a lifting sensation on the inside. So let's do that. Lift away from the chair. Of course you won't. It's a sense of lifting away. Hold that for at least 3 seconds. 1, 2, and 3. And then relax back to the chair. So let's put it all together. Close the openings. Now, pull up inside the pelvis. Hold for 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and then let it all go back to the chair. Now you've found the muscle. But that doesn't mean you say you're exercising the muscle, you just know how to move it. Training the muscle is like training any other muscle of the body. You need to go into an exercise program where you progressively strengthen the muscle over a period of time. You might need to do 3 sets of anywhere from 4 to 12 repetitions to make sure your muscle is getting stronger over time. Let me point out a couple of errors. When people lift up inside the body, often they lift so hard that they lift their shoulders and their rib cage and think they're doing the pelvic floor exercise, but there's no pelvic floor in the chest. So relax back and lift in the pelvis and keep the shoulders relaxed. The second one is where you tighten other openings in your body, not just the openings in the pelvis, such as your mouth and your eyes, like this. That is not a pelvic floor exercise, that's a facial tightening. Now the third one is where you tighten other muscles on the outside of the pelvis rather than on the inside of the pelvis. By sitting in your position that was described earlier, you'll avoid some of them, but you might not avoid the bum tightening. And you'll notice yourself lifting off the chair like this. That's the outside muscles, not the inside muscles. Stick to a sensation on the inside of your body, not the outside. Okay, now you've found the muscle. The next thing to do is to train the muscle. And it's like going to the gym, like any other muscle that you train to strengthen. You need to do certain numbers of sets to push your strength to its limit. So you might do, say, 3 sets of anywhere between 4 to 10 or 4 to 12 repetitions, whatever your body can do. You don't just do the squeeze exercise, squeeze, squeeze, and that's it. That's not training. Training is when you work your muscle hard. The last thing I wanted to talk about was whether you're having any difficulty finding the pelvis at all. Do you know where your pelvis is and how to move it? Here's something you can do at home. So, stand with your feet slightly apart, knees bent, shoulders back, and then gently rock your pelvis forwards and back. Smooth, large movements. Rock backwards and forwards. Do it again. Rock backwards and forwards. Everything else stays steady. All you're moving is your pelvis. Now, you can go side to side. Another movement. Your pelvis also goes round in circles. So again, keep your shoulders steady and do big circles with your pelvis. One way, then back the other way as well. Then, when you get the idea, you can go faster and faster until you're really doing belly dancing. And that's really what it is. If you're really onto this in a big way, do patterns like this. Side, forward, side and forward, side, forward, side and forward. Or double side circle, double side circle, double side circle, double side and circle. That's your exercise to do in the privacy of your own shower. You're never too old to start these exercises. If you're having a little difficulty finding out really where they are, and if you're having any pelvic floor issues, it's a good idea to see someone professional to get a referral to a suitable service near you. So all the best, and do these exercises once you know them well for the rest of your life. They are integral to women's health.